This is David Giles of Embark on buy-to-let mortgages, part 1 of the series, Can I Get a Buy-to-Let Mortgage? Now before we get started, I should tell you that I'm not actually a mortgage broker or a mortgage advisor. I'm actually an estate and letting agent and property investment consultant. I just happen to know quite a bit about buy-to-let mortgages, and that can really help landlords when you're trying to assess the viability of getting into buy-to-let property investment ownership. Now with mortgage lenders, it's all about criteria and affordability. So they want to know if you tick all their criteria boxes, and they also want to know that you're going to be able to afford to buy and manage and service the mortgage debt of a proposed buy-to-let investment. Now in terms of criteria, you are going to need to have a half-decent credit rating. By that I mean no missed payments, no adverse credit, etc, etc. The other side of it is affordability, and the affordability calculation that the lenders make can be very different to that of when you're applying for a home ownership mortgage, which I've covered in another video. Now the difference with buy-to-let mortgages is some lenders just want to see that the proposed buy-to-let investment that you're looking to purchase, the rental income from it, they want to see if that can support the loan that you're looking to take with the mortgage company on its own merits. Now if it doesn't, that might not be a problem, because depending on your earnings, whether that's through self-employment or employment or in other investments, that might be able to top up if the proposed buy-to-let rental income doesn't meet the affordability stress testing of the lender. But on the flip side, let's say you earn at least £25,000 per annum. Now in this instance, you do meet the affordability of certain lenders. And we call these lenders no minimum income requirement lenders. Now it's quite strange of them to pick that title, no minimum income requirement, because actually when you look in their criteria, it actually says you have to be earning a minimum of £25,000 a year. So by no minimum income requirement mortgage, I guess they mean £25,000 minimum income requirement mortgage. Beats me. In any case, if you earn £25,000 a year, then you tick the box for these lenders. From that point, as long as you've got a 20 or 25% deposit, you could be in the game to get a buy-to-let mortgage. Now going back to criteria on a no minimum income requirement mortgage, they do like to see that you're a homeowner. But that being said, I have had some clients manage to get a buy-to-let no minimum income requirement mortgage without actually having a homeowner status. At the time of filming this video, yes, you might be able to do it. But by the time you watch this video, it could be weeks, months, years later, and the whole arena has changed. So you really got to have a good broker to keep on top of this for you. But as I talk today, there are such things as no minimum income requirement mortgages. So as long as you earn £25,000 a year, you can access some of these products. Now let's say you see a property and you want to buy it for £200,000. You're going to need, let's say, a 25% deposit, i.e. £50,000. That means you're going to need to try and borrow £150,000 from a buy-to-let mortgage lender. Now to borrow that as a homeowner, you probably have to be earning somewhere in the region of £35,000 to £40,000 a year. But on a buy-to-let mortgage, as long as you're earning £25,000 a year and you have that 20 or 25% deposit, 25% in this example, you should still be able to borrow £150,000. Now let me explain why. Now all comes down to the rental value of the proposed property that you're looking to purchase. Let me explain. Now what some buy-to-let mortgage lenders will do, they'll look at that £150,000 that you want to borrow from them, and they will multiply that typically by around 5%, which is £7,500. Different lenders put different buffers on, but for this example, let's say they stick 125% buffer on. That makes that figure £9,375. Now you divide that by 12, you've got a figure of £781. Now that figure is the monthly rental income that that property would need to value up at least. So as long as the property you're looking to buy for £200,000 would rent for more than £781 a month, to be dictated by the mortgage lender's surveyor, then you might be in for that buy-to-let mortgage. Now for people on sort of an average salary, i.e. around the £25,000 a year mark, you're probably most definitely more likely to be able to borrow more money on a buy-to-let mortgage than you are a home ownership mortgage. Now I hope some of you found that information useful. Watch out for part 2 of buy-to-let mortgages.